In order to be relevant and compete favorably with male counterparts at the respective organizations, women in the maritime industry have been advised to continuously build capacity in the digital space. Speaking at the Maiden Women's Seminar and award ceremony in Lagos put together by the Senior Staff Association of Shipping, Clearing and Forwarding Agencies, the President of Women in Maritime Africa, Nigerian chapter, Mrs. Rollens Macfoy, gave this charge. Mrs. Macfoy was a keynote speaker at the event with the theme, Navigating New Horizons, Empowering Women in the Digital Maritime Era. Hinted that more than 90% of new jobs worldwide require digital skill. Hence, women must occupy the rightful position in their workplace.
Good morning. I want to say congratulations to you because you might not understand what you're doing today, but today you are laying a foundation and you're breaking a glass ceiling in this aspect of the maritime. Before I say anything, or before I just say the few words that I have to say, I want to say a very special thank you to the men of this association. Why I say that is this. Most times when we talk about gender, most times when we talk about profession, a lot of people misunderstand it that the women are struggling with the men. But in actual fact, that's not true. We are only asking you to give us the space, professional space, in whatever industry that the women belong to, and carry us along like your wives and your sisters, because any man that is a true man carries his wife along and loves his wife. So it's not a competition, and it is not an issue of male children, women leap or benching. We are asking you to let us be your helpmates, because you are the head, and the head cannot stand very well without the neck. So the women are your neck. And if you understand me very well, the neck is now more important. Because if the neck is not well balanced, the head would not be able to stand. Check it in the homes. It is there. So what we are doing is we're extending hand of fellowship. So this morning, I want to thank very specially and greet very specially the men wing of this association. Thank you very much. I want to also let you know that you have made history today. That this is the first time a gender organization, female group, will be doing something and their men are there, standing by them. Not just standing, not just to come and present speech and go. How many men are here? Only one. Not coming as dignitaries, but coming as support. Great support. It's a great thing. And it's a great achievement. So, I want you people, I implore, and appeal to you people to grow with the spirit. For the women, I want to say that there is no doubt wherever you belong. As a housewife, as a maritime professional, as a CEO, as a HR, whoever you are, operations officer, there is no doubt that all you need is to professionally, positionally place yourself at a vital and focal point. A lot of times, what we have is people grumbling, and people saying, but I have this, I did this. No, it's no longer like that. With the technology today, we have bypassed that. It doesn't really matter whether you have worked for 20 years, whether you have worked for 10 years, and you're grumbling for promotion. No. Today, your substance speaks for you. Substance speaks for you. And that's why you are in a company you have worked in for 10 years, 15 years, and you are a master's degree holder, and you just see somebody brought in with a BSc to come and head the department that you have been in. And you ask yourself, I've been here for a very long time, why? The question I will ask my sisters this morning is this. While you were there, what did you do to improve yourself? What certifications did you do to improve yourself? How many seminars before this very seminar have you attended without the company having to send you there? If you have a personal focus, you will look for every seminar in the maritime industry, you will attend it when the time permits. Because for every seminar you attend, a lot of people they say, what is there for me? What am I going there to? That's not true. For every seminar you attend, you are going with something. Only that as it's coming in trickles, gradually you might not know. One day it will pay off. Either you're meeting somebody that is going to change your life, or by giving you a better job, or by enhancing you on your job, or somebody that is going to tell you what you're doing wrong, either personally or on the pulpit, that you have to now go back and do right. It's not a thing for you to be, just angry and just do. For me, whenever you just criticize me, it doesn't matter. If you criticize me, I would feel bad, yes, but what do? I go back home and I sit down and I look at that criticism and I build on it. I build on it to come out a better person. If you have a boss that is not recognizing you, the best thing to do is not to antagonize your boss. Best thing to do is to be nice to your boss. Oh, okay, you're looking very good this morning. How are you, sir? Your shirt is fine. And he goes back into his office and says, this woman is hard. Upon all I have done to her, she's doing like this and all that. What are you doing? You are being wise. That's knowledge. Because at home, you are not retorting word for everything your husband says. Yourself. You're given a job to do on the computer, and you take 5 hours or 3 days to do that job. You dump people's file, and you work on it at your own time. A job that somebody else will produce in 1 hour, diligently, 10 minutes, and you are there sleeping on the job. What is, a lot of people, paper, we are going, like she said, artificial intelligence and all that. You want artificial intelligence to take your role. When by the time your boss realizes, or the organization, or the nation, or whoever, realizing that you are not effective, you're going, irrespective of your certificate. You can be a PhD holder, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You can be on the job for like 20, 30, 50 years. It doesn't matter. We don't need Methuselahs anymore. If you have to use PowerPoint to do your presentation, if you have to do letters on MS Word, how fast are you? If you are not fast, look, if you take yourself to the nearest business center to go and learn Excel, learn MS Word, learn PowerPoint, it doesn't do you any harm. Rather, you're climbing. A lot of people look at it as neglect, but I tell you, you are making a mistake. If you are clearing and forwarding agent, you go to the customs, you go to this, go to that, and then you don't just know these things. They are just telling your organ, the network is not going. You see, they have brought a new law, and you don't even know how to Google to check if the law is true. The person is collecting money from you. You don't even know how to say, where is the water? Why is it not going? Let me see it. And the person is just there telling you stories. What is your knowledge? Can I ask you a question? At what age is it too old for you to get knowledge or to go to school? Going to school these days is not to go and get a degree. You can do 1 day course, you can do 3 days course, you can do 3 weeks course, you can do 6 weeks courses. There are some online that are even free of charge. If you want to know, get in touch with me after this time. There are some that are free of charge. All you are looking for is the knowledge. Is the knowledge to be able to be on your toes. to be on top of your job, to be productive, to be recognized, to be pivotal, to walk your talk. You don't have to talk your talk. When you talk your talk, you become a market woman. But when you walk your talk, you walk tall. And then the men will be begging to give you job. And they will be begging you, come and work with me. But when you are just there, you sentimentalize everything. Sympathy is what kills businesses. Sympathy kills organizations. But when you have empathy, and then when you have trainings, train yourself. I have worked for 42 years. Unfortunately, I have not had any organization. I have worked with several organizations, including international organizations. None have sent me to any training. But I fought the fight of my life. I sent myself to all sorts of trainings. When I was doing it, I hardly was having any cover with me. But today, I walk tall. And the end justifies the means. So I just want to encourage you. Improve yourself on your skills, even the skills you don't have. Improve yourself in the office. Make yourself more valuable to your bosses. Show that you are cooperative. Show that you're willing to work with them. The next boss that you will go to will so much appreciate you, and you begin to realize what that boss has done to you. Than for a boss that gives you leverage over everything. You get the promotion, you get the appraisal for doing nothing.
To be good. It's very important. What she had just said, she has rounded it off. I won't have to bore you. Education is the key. I was talking to Temilade earlier on. I said I have a test this evening, and it's true. I'm writing an exam online this evening. And she said, you are still reading? I said, yes. During COVID, what did I do? I decided to apply to Nigeria Institute of Chartered Arbitrators, and I got chartered. Wow. And I'm a NICAP member. You see, unfortunately, we live in a society where they don't encourage women. You have to encourage yourself. I left work very early, about 20 years ago, thereabout, no, 2010, yes, 13 years ago. And when I was leaving, I still had children in school. A lot of people were wondering, what will I do after my children? Because my daughter was in school. But there's something she said now, and that was my valedictory speech. Except a seed falls to the ground and dies, it will bear fruit. Except a seed falls to the ground and dies, it will bear fruit. There's no age limit in learning. There's no age limit in acquiring new skills. I want to tell you boldly now, what streams of income is what will sustain you. One-way traffic cannot sustain you in Nigeria. I was talking to the young man who drove me down. I said to him, you must acquire new skills. God has blessed us with many, many talents. Some are latent, that is, they are hiding. You have to discover them. What can you do to assist your husband? What can you do to assist your society? What can you do to assist yourself? It's very, very important. There is no age limit to learn. I run training programs. I was sharing with one of my colleagues there the number of trainings that I did, that one of the retired SCG was my student. I had the opportunity, the privilege, I call it a privilege, to organize training for a group of custom officers. And she retired recently as SCG. And when I went to visit her, I saw her filling her exit form. And she mentioned my company's name with which I organized the training. I felt highly humbled and happy. She said, I was just thinking about you, and you just walked in. My dear ladies, power has changed her. You agree? Power has really changed her. This is the time for the women to thrive, to flourish. The girl child is no more the child that you put at the back of the house. The girl child is not the child that stays in the kitchen. The girl child is not the one that washes plates. Please do something about your life. God bless you.